Esther returned the answer, the graced one. Go gather together all the Jews that are present in Shushan and fast ye for me. Fasting, is it hard work? No. Fasting, day and night. Tell me, fasting, is it hard work or laziness? If you are lazy, can you fast? You can't fast if you are lazy. So the Esther we are celebrating, the graced one, the graced one, the graced one. It came to a point that she didn't want to do it, but grace empowered her to tell them, we got to work. We need to get to work. It is not our work that is saving us, but grace will empower you to do something that will make grace to breathe on it for you to be saved. He said, and fasting for me, and neither eat nor drink 3 days, night or day. I also and my maidens will fast likewise. And so will I go in unto the king, which is not according to law. And if I perish, I perish. How many of you have done 3 days dry fasting here? 3 days dry fasting. You know, a lot of people, they have not done it. It's hard work. Was it sweet? It wasn't sweet. In fact, the first day you felt like breaking. Your tummy, around 10 o'clock, 11, your tummy started playing some music. By 1, by 3, your tummy started playing music. Break. So it is hard work. Grace empowers you to work hard. Grace is not a license for laziness. Esther understood that, and they went into. They are not just fasting and sleep. They are fasting and praying. It is real hard work. When you finish, you come out. Your body will tell you that you really worked hard. Hallelujah. And she went on to the king, and the king released the golden scepter, the graced one. And grace was upon her. No, if Esther had just left, okay, I am the graced one. I will go in unto the king, which is not according to the law. And if I perish, I perish. And she did not listen to grace that ministered to her heart to fast, to observe fast. It wouldn't have happened. It wouldn't have happened. So you must understand grace and how grace works. The fourth one is that the divine influence called grace comes to improve your circumstances. Grace comes to improve your circumstances. Grace is not a Christian way of settling for miserable circumstances like some people do. Grace, when it comes on you, it comes to improve your circumstances. Some people tell you, by the grace of God, what they are going through. They are going through challenges, ugly situation. They are just saying, if it is the grace of God, if it is the grace of God, if it is grace of God that she lives. How can you say if it's the grace of God that somebody lives? It is the will of God that you be satisfied with long life. It is the will of God. Grace comes to improve your circumstances. It is not a Christian way of, magnifying your ugly situation. It's not. Settling for miserable circumstances. It's not. It comes to improve your situation. Some people say, if it's the grace of God, she will get healed. If it's the God, who said? Who said? Grace comes to improve you. Grace comes to make you better. Grace comes to make your health better. Grace comes to make you healthy. Healthy. I know that I'm a product of grace. I am a product of grace. I know that. Is it in the area of health? In fact, I don't know what is called drugs or hospital. I'm a product of grace. The same person that is enjoying the grace of health. I could remember when I was young, and there's no month that I don't fall sick. There's no month. And the doctors couldn't even find what was the issue. They couldn't find what was the issue. Until light entered. Until light entered. I remember when they diagnosed me of, is it ulcer? And the doctor listed a lot of things that I should not eat. Don't eat this, don't eat this, don't eat. I told them I'm not taking any drug. I am eating everything they said I will not eat. Because he took, and took is took. If he took, he actually took. Yeah, if Jesus said he took your infirmities, and I was eating it, I will eat it, the thing with the stop, I will eat it. Until one day, I looked for the stuff, I did not see it. The whole thing disappeared. I looked for it, I did not see it. I want you to know something, that grace is upon you does not mean you will not go through challenges. That is true. That grace is upon you does not mean you will not go through challenges. That grace is upon you does not mean that everything will go on smoothly. Look at people that are grace. They went through challenges. But grace empowers you to be able to overcome whatsoever challenge that comes your way. Grace makes you victorious. Grace gives you that heart, that empowerment to be able to go through. There are people that will go through challenges. The next thing, they will commit suicide. Have you seen people like that? Because they don't have grace. Anyone that attempts suicide doesn't have grace. There's no grace. Because for you to attempt to come to the level that you attempt suicide, there's no grace in you. What happened in you is that there's no empowerment to sustain, to go through and conquer the situation. So the next thing the person is thinking of, get rid of the person's life. Let me get rid of this life. Let me get rid of, because there's no inner strength to go through, to bear. So grace does not mean you don't go through challenges. Don't be deceived by that. It doesn't. It comes to make your situation better. It comes to better your situation. That when you come out strong, and you are sharing your testimony, and it's going to inspire a lot of people. That is what grace does. That's what grace does. Hebrew chapter 4, verse 16. Hebrew 4:16. Let us therefore come boldly unto the throne of grace, that we may obtain mercy and find grace to help in time of need. Let us come boldly unto the throne of grace, that we may obtain mercy and find grace to help in time of need. You know what grace does? Grace doesn't condemn you. Because you can't come boldly. Sometimes the sins you commit, your past, condemns you. Even when you want to come boldly, you can't come boldly because the accuser of the brethren is accusing you. You are not qualified. What makes you think that God will answer you? Remember the abortion you did last month. Remember what you did. Remember the lie you told. Remember the fornication you did. Remember what you did. You are not qualified. But grace qualifies you. That is what grace does. Let us therefore come boldly unto the throne of grace, that we may obtain grace and find help in time of need. So grace comes to help you come out of that challenge. Grace comes to better your situation, to make